5'8", 5'9", 6. ISO 6. That's the assist 4. All right, let's see the weight. Oh yeah. 5.3, 5.4, 5.3. Oh yeah, this is good, guys. Look at this, guys. That's a cross wave actually. One boat came here and the other one came there. And oh yeah, guys, let me tell you, the SpotHold is spot on. That's what I'm saying. And if you want to reverse real quick, let's say you want to get off your spot, you cut the fish, 1, 2, 3. It takes 3 seconds and reverse. It says reverse there. You go, and it's fast. Like, it's fast. So it has instant reverse as well. 0.6. Okay. Well, I don't want to go too close. But yeah, 0.6 did not hit. I'm just gonna stand up and show you guys how stable. I mean, the most important thing is it's wide enough. Look at this. I could open my legs fully, 37-inch wide. This 89 pound, it's much easier than my Old Town 150 pound. The handles are at the bottom. Boom. That's it. I push it in. Now I can show you the transducer. There you go. Right there. Huge. So it already comes with transducer there. You could use your own transducer as well on your fish finder. It's this huge. Trip was in-depth on the water review just for the kayak, so I didn't really want to waste time on fishing. I want to try so many things, and I did. And here's the bottom line, guys. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Kanor, your YouTube fisherman, back here with an exciting video. Yes, you guys know it already if you watch my channel. We are actually on the maiden voyage for the Voyax Mossa 128. That's the fishing kayak they just come out with. It was on the Bassmaster and people tried it out, but I am the only one exclusively actually having this kayak with me in my possession, and I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna do lots of reviews, testing, see how this thing works. But this is the maiden voyage. Here's the screen. I'm pedaling away and I'm gonna talk about it, everything that you need to know. I'm gonna talk about it, so stay tuned. It should be a great video. But we're on it, we're going, we're moving, so it's pretty exciting. You know, after my hobby Outback, I've been Old Town, bunch of kayaks, and this is a new platform, so it's kind of getting used to it. And especially, I'm at Port Canaveral. A lot of traffic, it's kind of windy, waves, current, boat wakes, traffic, so definitely we're gonna put it to a good test today, and let's see how it handles, so stay tuned. All right, right off the bat, I noticed the pedaling is so much easier than the Old Town E-PDL. Old Town E-PDL, somehow it has this resistance on the gears. You feel it grinding as well, but this is super easy to actually pedal. I'm going against the wind now. It has the fish finder included. Right now, 38 feet. That's crazy. Chirp 200 kilohertz right there. It tells you how fast you're going, the battery percentage there. Battery is under the box. If you guys watch my previous video, you know I walked through the entire kayak. If you haven't, I'm gonna go ahead and post it here for you. You could check it out. But that's the first thing I noticed, guys. Extremely easy to pedal on a manual mode. As you guys can see, it's like an e-bike, just like on the Old Town E-PDL. It is manual mode, assist mode, and full electric mode. So it has the 3 modes, and right now I'm on the manual, and it's super easy. The only thing I notice, see my heel is hitting the bottom of the kayak as I'm pedaling, and my foot right in the middle. So they need to adjust the height, definitely, because it's hitting. I have to really push my foot up in order not to hit the bottom of the kayak. So that's something they're gonna work on, I'm sure. Like I said, this is a prototype kayak. They just announced it at the Bassmaster last week, and that's the whole purpose, to actually let people test it out. Kayak fishermen, people that have experience with kayaks like me, have the channel for the years and years. I've been kayak fishing, so I could give them a good feedback, and they will fix all that before the actual retail product. And they're gonna announce the pricing, the retail product, when it's available on ICAST 2026 in July. So stay tuned for that. We don't know the price yet, but I know it's gonna be compatible definitely with the Old Town E-PDL. And let's not forget, this one has SpotHold. They call it SpotHold. It's a spot lock feature as well, course lock, all that stuff, like a cruise control. So it has so many features here, plus includes a fish finder, depth finder with the transducer underneath. Already have a nice space, and has a cover as well underneath the kayak so you don't damage the transducer. So that's a huge plus. That's like $500 to $1,000 if you want to just get your own depth finder, transducer, whatnot. So, and that's, you know, pretty good. That's a really great deal they're gonna do. But that's what I noticed. 10-gallon front hatch space, huge space back there on front. Back here on the this area, the storage area, I think they could have done a little deeper. It's too shallow, so it's kind of like it's there, but I think I need a little bit more deeper so everything is secure in case you move in left and right. You know, you keep everything deep in there, like how the Hobbies and the Old Towns are. Seat is okay, it's kind of low, but I put my cushion. I feel low even though I'm on the high position. It has to be some kind of more elevation for you to easier to paddle. So that's what I noticed as well, but I'm sure those are quick adjustments. You know, you could get a extension to make it higher, whatnot. Old Town does it, so it's easy fix. That's no big deal. I also brought a paddle because it doesn't come with a paddle, and there's no space to put your paddle or store your paddle outside either, which they should definitely come up with that, because of the fact that everything is electronic. This control unit right here on my left, that's how you steer. It's all electronic, 360 like the Hobby. And if everything fails, anything fails electronically, you have no way to steer this kayak because there's no rudder, there's no foot controls. So maybe they could also include a rudder kit with the foot controls and the wiring kit going through, because there's a lot of space. See, by my feet on the left, on the right, they could definitely use something and take advantage of that rudder kit, kind of included, or, you know, offer as an option. It has the skeg, right? You got the skeg, so it's easier to control if I have to paddle, because it's a lighter kayak. It's 89-pound whole, and then of course you have to add yourself, your gear. The actual unit is 29 pounds. That's pretty heavy. So, you know, you're gonna be paddling pretty heavy kayak, so it's not easy. So you definitely need some kind of rudder control if you're out of juice, or you cannot use the power unit. So that's why I would suggest to them. Again, this is a prototype, you know, maybe nothing will happen, but just in case, you have a safety net to actually steer the kayak, you know, and be safe out there. So, but other than that, that's what I'm noticing so far. Things that I just told you guys, a lot of tracks, a lot of stuff that you could put your own stuff. I love this unit right here. I'm gonna go really quick fast. Let me see, just the manual mode straight. And remember, I put the skeg out already, it's under. You got, all right, here we go. Not even giving an extra effort. 4.6, Yeah, 4.5. Yeah, that's it. So this is the manual mode. And then when you hit the right here, when you hit the speed button, there's 4 levels for the assist. As soon as you do that, it becomes so easy. Assist 1. Oh wow, you notice it right away. 4.8, 4.9. Oh my god. Let's do assist 2. Woo! It makes it super easy. Well, let's go 4. Oh wow. 5.8, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, 6. ISO 6. That's the assist 4. And if you guys run out of breath, you're tired, your knee hurts, all you have to do is hit the mode again, and you're electric. Now you're electric, you stop pedaling, hit 1, 2, and you stop pedaling basically. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go 10. Again, it's a little windy, a little choppy here, Port Canaveral. That's the jetty. We're going 5.1, 5.4 I just saw. 5, 5.3. Again, I do have gear on my kayak. I have myself 210 pounds. Drive is 29. Let's see the wake. I was gonna take the wake. And as you're on 10, you adjust it slightly. You don't want to adjust it too much, because then, you know, you're moving fast. Let's see the wake. Oh yeah. What I like about the design on the hull by the bow, the front, they cut it super skinny, and the lip comes out on both sides where the handles are. On both sides there are handles underneath. Then the waves kind of hits at the bottom and splashes off to the side. It doesn't come towards you, and that's huge, guys. That's really big. Again, here we go. We are controlling from the unit. Very slight movements. You have to be careful, of course, not to jerk it left right, because we're going speed 10 right now. But yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you're not gonna really hit it hard like that. You kind of adjust it as you go. 5.3, 5.4, 5.3. Oh yeah, this is good life. You're resting, you're chilling, and if you do course lock and the direction that you want to go to, you don't touch anything. You don't steer. It just goes exactly where you want it to go, and you adjust that all here with the cruise lock right there. And we're gonna do SpotHold too once we go to North Jetty. See how that works. Okay, I like it. This is super easy, you know. But let me slow down. Yeah, we're going 5.5, 5.6 miles an hour max with this one, and that's just full electric. With the waves, like I said, still waves and whatnot, but it's a pretty nice day today. Soul Strong's there fishing. People got charters, so, and you just adjust it with your hand. So let me slow down. It makes that little noise, but it's not too bad, because you're gonna be going from A to B to your fishing spot and coming back from your fishing spot, so it's not really a big deal, the noise. You're not gonna scare any fish, whatnot, because once you're at your spot, you just hit the SpotHold and there's no noise. Well, we're gonna test it also, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna kind of go right here between Soul Strong and this. Right now it's almost incoming tide. Incoming tide's at 11:45. Right now around 10:15 a.m. All right, so I'm gonna slow down, bring it to speed 2, speed 1. Let me go to speed 2. And all adjusting from here, guys. All your control units right there, and this is removable. and you could actually reverse it to keep it flat also as you're transporting it. But it's all there, so I'm gonna hit the spot lock now, which is right here on the left. That's a spot hold. It tells me spot hold on the screen. It's adjusting through the GPS. Right now 21 feet here. It faces the wind and the current direction, which like everybody else does. And let's see. And that's the noise, which is nothing. It's like a little kind of high pitch sound, but super low sound though. Yep, that's it. So it adjusts to your wind, wherever the wind's coming from, which is coming from west today, west, northwest. And I said, by the way, west, northwest, they're really good wind direction for pompano fishing, guys. If you definitely surf fish like I do also, that's your best bet. West is the best for pompano fishing, so definitely go out on a west winds. The water is definitely clearer, but it is holding like a champ. Spot hold, really nice. And then see, it adjusts it. Oh, here you go. So you have that like almost like a 1 foot range, kind of. It does it. See, it kind of finds itself with the GPS, which is normal because like I said, it is windy and definitely current coming in too. So spot holds really good so far. I like it. Seat, definitely I would want a little bit more comfortable. Maybe they come out with this swivel seat. I really would love that. Of course, gotta increase the price, but why not? Give everybody what they want. Adjustment here, you pull it from the strap. You could get it tighter to your back, comfortable. And I do have a cushion too. So even with the cushion, I feel like I'm like low, because I'm used to with my Old Town, I like to be high and straight. But again, you need that little angle because you're pedaling. You don't want to be too high. So for pedaling reasons, you want to get a little, you know, with the angle. So, but other than that, I'm exactly where I was. What is it, like 2 minutes now? We're holding it exactly. It kind of turns a little bit with the wind, comes back, but it's like literally a foot range. That's it. It doesn't take you 2-3 feet away and then comes back. Because my Old Town Autopilot spot lock sometimes does that. I don't know why. It really takes you off course. I go all the way around and then brings me back, which I don't like. You know, it moves too much. This actually better spot hold than the Old Town Autopilot, so I can tell you that for sure, since I have both kayaks now in my possession. And it's easy because you have muscle memory. You know exactly what's doing your kayak. You know, all this throughout the years I've been using the Old Town Autopilot, so I know, you know. Other than that, lots of deck space, 37-inch wide. My legs are super comfortable. Look at this. I'm 6 feet tall and I have a lot of space, and of course you could adjust it back and forth with the knobs, the seat track as well. So, and there's 2 positions, high and low. If you don't want it too high, you could actually go low and you'll be almost parallel with the gear, so you could actually steer better. You know, you could turn the pedals better. So it's up to you. Everybody's different. Everybody's like is different. Oh, they just caught a fish. I think a shark. I think they caught a shark. Yeah, they got a shark. But yeah, so far guys, I really like it. You know, here comes the wake from the boat. These are good waves. Look at that. Ooh, look at this. Look at this, guys. That's a cross wave actually. One boat came here and the other one came there, and oh yeah, one coming from behind. Look at that. Oh wow. See, that's why you gotta be careful. That's why I picked Port Canaveral, because I don't want to just flat condition like the lake they've been testing on there. You can't really tell. You can't really review a kayak like that. You have to have it like these conditions. Boat wakes, traffic, crazy cross waves coming through to the kayak, and we did not feel that cross waves. There were 2-3 feet waves just now, and it's perfect. What I also wanna see, maybe, again, this is a prototype, I wanna see maybe remote control, because it has a Bluetooth. This unit, the drive has a Bluetooth options. There's so many options in there with the depth finder and your fish finder, whatnot. I see all those options from the settings. So since it has a Bluetooth, you could definitely use a remote control in hand, hook it up your neck, whatnot, so you don't have to be juggling through here all the time, or get an application on your phone, Android or iPhone, whatever, and then you could just attach your phone to your PFD, whatnot, and you could just use it from your phone as well. There should be another option too, like Old Town has, right? Application, so you could control like a little backup too, just in case if something goes wrong with the connection here, whatnot, because I'm gonna be using it as salt water, and this is kind of out there. I mean, it's snug in where it goes, the pins, but you'll never know. With time, you might malfunction or something. Safety always, you know, you got to think about that. So I would definitely come up with a remote control and a application through the drive. That way you have backups just in case. And again, I definitely want to see some rudder control, rudder kit with the foot pegs and all that. That will be really good option if you lose power or something malfunctions. That way you're not stuck. Again, I got my pedal with me just in case, and they definitely need a pedal holder connection somewhere out there or inside or whatever. I just put it on the side, which is a lot of room. This is your, with the bungee cup holder there. You could put your tackle boxes here. It'll fit. 2 should fit, or 1. It's on the other side as well. So I have mine here. I use this. I have the regular ones too, planos, but a lot of space in the back of the seat. As you can see, I put a lot of stuff there, and that's the tank well. This is how deep it is, maybe 2 inches. I would want to see maybe 3 to 4 inches. A little bit higher, more lip, so you have your stuff more secure, it doesn't fall off. I put my cooler, I mean, they have the bungee, I use that, but that's just me. Maybe you're okay with that, you know, 2-inch deep. So, but so far this is it. Let me do some fishing. I'm just gonna throw some stuff. I got a couple of my buddies here. I think Russell from Thumper Fishing is here too. I think that's him with the kayak over there. So I'm gonna go say hi to him and use the kayak a little bit more, and I'll get back to you guys. Stay tuned. Let me tell you, the SpotHold is spot on. That's what I say. This is incredible. To me, it's much better than Old Town Autopilot. It's crazy, like a foot radius, and you don't go nowhere. And I was over there with the wave, the current, and nothing. It hold my spot perfect. So kudos to them, whatever the engineering or technology they're using on this drive, it's amazing. Let me show you reverse as well. I'm just kind of casting, you know, got a fish too, right? So I'm gonna pedal backwards. I'm gonna tell you the reverse. See, 1, 2, 3. 2.5 seconds engages reverse, and you control again from your unit. And if you want to go forward, it's instant. Forward is instant. And if you want to reverse really quick, let's say you want to get off your spot, you cut the fish, 1, 2, 3. It takes 3 seconds, and reverse. It says reverse there. You go, and it's fast. Like, it's fast. So it has instant reverse as well, but again, it takes 2 to 3 seconds to engage, which is fine, you know, that's fast. And it's very smooth. It doesn't jerk you back and forth or anything like that. Very smooth. I'm loving the pedaling. Whatever the system, the engineering they use in there, it is supersedes. Like, it's not even close to the Old Town E-PDL. Old Town E-PDL, I'm telling you, I tested that kayak. It gears something inside the gear, it just basically holds you, like you can't even pedal correctly. There's a huge resistance. It's super hard to pedal on a manual mode. This is super smooth, natural, just like a bicycle. And if you put the assist, forget about it. It's butter smooth. Like right now, I'm on assist 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, like I'm not even pedaling. Like it's ridiculous. Like it pedals itself almost. I'm not doing any force or anything. Wow, look at this. It's like literally I'm not pushing the pedals and it goes. And if I go fast, look at this. 5, 8, and I'm going against the wind. So let me tell you, oh yeah, see, when you turn, when you go fast, it kind of tips, but then you have to catch yourself to be careful. Let me go with the wind, straight. 5.8, 5.96. Yep. So 6 miles an hour with the assist. And as you move your knob left and right, see, it does kind of tips you like that. So you gotta be careful. You don't want to lose anything in the back. As I said, the lip is too narrow for me. It's not deep enough. They should have done that maybe 4-inch, 5-inch deep for the gunnel. That way nothing falls off, because it really jerks you, kind of tilts you to the right, left as you go. See? Oh yeah. So you gotta make sure, if you're in assist mode, be on a 1 and 2 or 3, not 4, as you're making that turn. So right now I'm on 1. See, it's much smoother. It goes nice. See, it still tilts a little. See, it lifts the kayak a bit, but not like on assist 4. And the same idea, if you're using the electric mode, you don't want to do that knob left and right on a speed 10. They'll definitely, it might throw you off if you don't have a good balance. I have good balance, but everybody's different. So I wouldn't do that kind of sudden left and right turn on high speed. So I mean, maybe they'll adjust that. It's just a knob and it's electronic, so it's software. Maybe as you turn the knob on a higher speed, it actually kind of drags it and holds it tighter turn, not just like super fast turn. It's possible, right? So it's all electronic. Again, the 360 unit, cable free, wire free. It's all electronic. The propeller down there, it turns 360 just like the Hobie. So, but yeah, reverse perfect, forward perfect, super smooth, butter smooth. SpotHold, my god, guys, I know. See, it's new. The kayak is new to me, right? And I've been on other kayaks, so that's the most impressive part of this kayak for me so far, the SpotHold. It holds your spot a foot radius. That's huge when you're fishing. If you don't have SpotHold, I mean, I don't think you know what I'm talking about. If you do have spot lock on your kayak, on your boat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a must. And this thing does an excellent job. So kudos to these people. They did a really awesome job. But so far so good, guys. Just little knickknacks. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you all the pros and cons and a little brief summary of what I think of Voyax Mossa 128. I also want to talk to you guys about the drive shaft. The propeller length is actually 12-inch from the bottom of the kayak. I measured it, 12-inch, so you could actually go any water 12-inch and higher. If you go 12-inch, you're gonna hit the bottom. Right now, for example, I'm almost by the shore, 2 feet deep, right? We got the included fish finder, depth finder. Can't beat that, guys. That is super cool. So 1.9, and we're still good. I think obviously a foot, that's the limit. You don't want to go anything less than that. then you'll hit the bottom. I mean, this is all sand here, so it's not gonna make any damage to the drive or propeller. But I talked to them as well, if it kicks up, you know, if it hits a rock or something as you're going on shallow, it's not gonna kick up. It flexes a little, most likely, because you lock it here, the drive. If you don't lock it here in the front, there has a kill switch there. The drive actually won't engage. So you definitely have to lock it, and it's not gonna pop up obviously, but they said there's a protected fin on the front of the drive, and that protects the entire shaft and everything, and that's replaceable. That piece is gonna be available when it becomes available for retail. They're gonna have an option, you could order it, keep it with you, and if it gets damaged, you just replace it, you know. But you have to really hit a rock or something. But that's what it is. I just wanted to share that with you too. So in the super shallow flats, like how we fish in Mosquito Lagoon, whatnot, we have to actually pull it up, unfortunately, lock it in there. There's another 2 knobs there. You could lock the drive. That way it doesn't move. It's nice and secure. It'll be a hole there. I don't know if they're gonna come up with something to cover that hole so you don't have splashes, but you'll have the hole, lift it up, and then you just have to use your paddle, whatnot, or if they're gonna include a rudder system, or they're gonna make it like an optional rudder kit, you install it, then you could just do that with your full rudders and the rudder to steer your kayak. But that's it. I just want to share that with you. So far so good, guys. I'm really loving this kayak. I love the fact that it's open deck, wide, super wide, 37-inch. I'm comfortable. I got the cushions. You definitely need a cushion for the chair, and once you get the cushion, it's fine. Pedaling is super smooth. That's the second best thing I love about this unit. The pedal system, it is unbelievably smooth and responsive to forward, to reverse, from the knob to control unit, to go higher speed, lower speed. It's incredible. One touch, one move, it's response. You're engaging, and that's huge, you know, in case you need to move so fast, whatnot. You want to be safe and you want something responsive, and that is it. They did it. They engineered it super cool, super nice, and very professional. Build quality is excellent all around. You know, they use the tracks, not plastic. The molding is super nice, secure. So I love it. But my definitely the #1 favorite is the SpotHold. Oh my goodness, that is incredible. So so far I love it. But like I said, I'll definitely fish more, go around more, pedal more, and give you guys my honest opinion at the end, pros and cons, and you decide. And let me know, comment below what you think. All right, I purposely want to hit the bottom since this sand is not gonna damage. I'm at 1.2 feet right now. 1 feet, 1 foot, and still going. Okay. Huh. 0.8, still going. Okay, it hasn't hit yet. 0.7, 0.7, 0.8. Nope, not here yet. 0.6. Okay. Well, I don't want to go too close. But yeah, 0.6 did not hit. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, you guys saw it. I thought it would hit on a foot since 12-inch at the bottom. All right, well, that's a good news. Dude, funny thing, my hand goes to my chest for the remote. I'm so used to from Old Town to steer. That's crazy. And the knob is here. Oh man. Yeah man, habits guys, habits. Crazy, right? That's funny. You know why the SpotHold is so accurate? I just realized 26 GPS locations locked.
26, and it's been like that. My Old Town, it goes from 10 to 16, maybe 17 max. That makes a huge difference. So I don't know whatever the system they're using, but we are locked on to 26 satellites with GPS, right? So that's what makes it super accurate for SpotHold, to hold a spot like a full radius, versus Old Town's Autopilot spot lock. That's like, you know, the Old Town missing 10 more GPS, right? So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. That's huge to me. That's really, really big and important.
Another thing I want to share with you guys is stability. The primary stability is better on the Old Town. You know, I'm comparing it to Old Town, right? Because that's what I have for 4 years. So I'm not bashing Old Town. I have it for 4 years. I love my Old Town Autopilot, but that's what I'm comparing to, obviously, because of the SpotHold, spot lock, and the E-PDL. I tested all these kayaks. I had all these kayaks, so that's why. So I'm not really bashing anything. I'm really comparing and letting you guys know which one is better. But anyways, for primary stability, Old Town is definitely better because this one tilts more down, but the secondary catches obviously right away. See, like I go and then stops. But it is definitely more rocky than the Old Town Autopilot, and that's the reason it's catching you when you move the knob left and right on a higher speed. It kind of acts like it's gonna throw you off and really moves fast and makes this jerky move in the bow side, so on the area right there. That's why, because of the primary stability is not as good as the Old Town. I would give 7 out of 10. It is of course stable, but my Old Town, 9 out of 10, definitely. So I just want to share that with you as well. It is high wall and it's deeper, as you can see. You know, it's not like a bona fide XDR that's super skinny, you're almost level with the water, which I don't like that. This is safer to me, so I like this. But yeah, I just want to share that with you. But SpotHold, definitely the star of this kayak. Oh, here's some wakes from the boat. Oh yeah, I mean, handles it like a champ, guys. It's just little tipsier than the Old Town, definitely. It rocks a little bit more. It's just getting used to it, obviously. But if you don't have good balance, I'm on the high position right now. As you can see, I'm leveled up. So you could really go down. That's 2 inches, almost 3 inches lower. And you'll be level with the kayak and with the pedal as well, the system. So you could pedal easier. And that way, your center of gravity is much better. That way you don't feel tipsy. So you could do that. I just like the fish higher. I like to sit higher, and my balance is good. So you could definitely do that, and it will feel much more comfortable for you on the lower seat position. So I just want to share that with you as well. It definitely got choppier, rockier. The wind started to blow up more. I'm gonna head back soon, go in there. But let me know, guys, comment below. What do you think? If you any questions, let me know, comment below. I'll be glad to answer it to you. I have a direct contact with the company, so I'll ask him and then I'll try to get the answers. And let me show you guys too, since it's a little calmer now, I don't see any wake or anything. I'm just gonna stand up and show you guys how stable. I mean, the most important thing is it's wide enough. Look at this. I could open my legs fully, 37-inch wide. So you're gonna actually have your center of gravity much better than the other kayaks that is narrow. So this is really helping. You could adjust yourself. But like I said, it's a little tippier than the Old Town Autopilot. The primary stability, definitely, it kind of tilts. But secondary is really good. Then the secondary kicks kicks in, you know, right there. So but it is a little tipsier. You just have to have a good balance and kind of, you know, have everything on the center, then you'll be fine. I like the fact that they also did that gunnel. When the wave just came in earlier, it comes in, goes through the channel, and see the lip here, and comes right out before it comes in. So that's huge. But again, you have scupper plugs. I open them. If the water comes in, the water will come out. You could close them, you could open them. I have them all open on my Old Town Autopilot, all of them. I did that here too. I did the open in the middle as well. It's super dry. It's a very dry ride. And like I said, if you get waves, it kind of goes through those channels before coming in straight. So look at the unit. It's super dry. Nothing happened to it. No water came in. And today was definitely rough out there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of water. Here it is. Voyax Mossa 128 fishing kayak, stripped, going into the truck. I'm gonna put on my bed liner right there, lift it up. It should be much easier since the hole only 89 pounds, not like 150 pounds like my Old Town. So it's gonna be definitely breeze. Here's the battery compartment. I mean, I went over nice walkthrough for you guys on my previous video. Like I said, please go ahead and check it out. And I talked about everything. Here's the battery compartment underneath the seat. That's the battery I use. I had an extra one. I just put that inside the truck. They're not heavy, maybe like 3-4 pounds each. 48 watt, 15 amp. So you have two just in case. That's the proprietary connection to the battery. So they said they're gonna come up with an adapter cable so you could use your own battery here, which is fine. And that's your battery tray. A lot of room underneath. So I'm gonna leave the battery there, close the bungee real quick, one hand. Let me do that. All right, there we go. It's pretty nice and easy. Okay, here we go. So that's closed. It's sealed. No water went in there. I already checked. That's your drive there. Lock-in unit. See, it locks here and it locks up here. So when you move it from the boat ramp or whatnot, it doesn't just spring, come down, and then hits the floor. So that's why how you secure it if you want to transport it and stays put. That's the storage. And let's check that. Super tight. Nope, no water. That's the transducer cable there. But like I said, it's very thick rubber all around. 10-gallon space under. And we took a lot of waves. I mean, today I took a lot of waves and there's no water in there. So that's really good to see. I like that they already did that. You know, sometimes you have a seal very skinny and the water goes all in, like the Bonafide XDR and other kayaks, whatever. But this is the kayak, guys. That's the control unit right there. Kill switch magnet attaches to you. I just put it there now so I don't lose it. Snug in there and boom, that's it. Maybe I would want them to do these white so you could kind of distinguish them. Spot lock, course lock, your manual, that's the mode, manual assist and full electric, and speed up and down. Yeah, I would want them to put white here so you could actually see it easier, you know, recognize it. Scupper plugs, like I said, I left those. I took these out. I'm gonna put them back in so they don't fly. It's like a screw-in style. You can push it in as well, like that. Two there. Yep, nice and tight. And I took two more out for the front just in case. I didn't take this two because no water really came in. So here, you could keep him. You could take him off, whatever you want. On my autopilot, I take him out, so I'm just used to that. And boom, right there.
your cable connection for the fish finder, depth finder, transducer, and the display unit power cable right there. There's the transducer cable going underneath there. I'll show you the underneath as well once I put on the truck. But this is it, guys. That's how it looks. 12.8 length, 37-inch wide. Very nice deck, open deck and wide deck. And that's it right there. And see the front, the bow area, how skinny it gets, super skinny. So that cuts through the water like that. And the lip, I'm talking about this, and there's a handle there, there's a handle there, and that lip pushes the water out so you don't get the splash up to yourself on the seat. And if the water goes in, see the channel, boom, it comes out here, comes out of there. It had a lip here too, so you have a super dry ride. Skag here, you let that go, the skag comes down in the rear, and that's the area that I'm talking about. I would want to see this wall deeper, 4 or 5 inch instead of 2 inch. This is too low for me to put the cooler, to put your bags, any kind of tip point. You might lose your gear. They need to kind of do this little higher, I think, and the bungee system a little better, because when you have something higher like my cooler, I put a cooler there, right? So what happens is, here's this point right here in the middle, you put it through here, it's good if it's nice and same exact length as this, but when you have something higher, pops off. So that they need to make it like this, little mouth, little lip on either side, that way the lip catches that, it doesn't pop up. Same thing on the other side. So I noticed that they definitely, it's easy to fix, you know. But this is the kayak. Let me put it up. Actually, let me put on my head. Let me show you how I do this too, real quick. All right, so here we go. I'm using an external battery charger, so let me put the here on my hat, back of my hat. There you go, perfect. All right, I know it's a long video, guys, but you know, I really wanted to cover everything. Here we go. So what I do, I come here, I put my towel just in case it doesn't damage the bed liner. I mean, it's not gonna, but oh yeah, this is much lighter than my Old Town. Woo! I make it, there you go, parallel with where I'm gonna put. And then what I do, oh, there's handle underneath too, so it's easier. Lift it up, push it there, that's it. That's the only lifting I do. And this was so much easier. And there's a keel guide right here too. If you want to drag it on the ramp, whatnot, it's protected. It's already comes with it. And that's it. When I'm there, back there, like I said, there's 2 holder handle spots too. Make sure you don't slip. I'm good. Test it before you actually lift stuff. And I'm just gonna use the, obviously, my leverage, you know, so it's easier to push in. And this is a very steep boat ramp. If you guys know Port Canaveral, super steep. Some ramps are less. This is the steepest ramp definitely I use, so it's definitely harder to put it in. But this 89 pound, it's much easier than my Old Town 150 pound. The handles are at the bottom, boom, that's it. I push it in, see, like it's pretty light. I mean, not light, it's 90 pounds, and I left the one battery in there, so it's like with the gear, this, that, 100 pounds, let's say. 100 pounds. Here's the skag I was telling you about, comes down and really tracks well. I used it without it, just as I was coming here to the boat ramp, it really took me off course. So this really comes handy, like super. So here it is, that's the skag. And then
I was gonna show you. Underneath is it's on this side, obviously, the fish finder underneath there. So, but that's it. I'm gonna tie it up real quick and be on my way. And I'm gonna talk about it when I'm driving, all the pros, cons, and the summary about it. And you make the decision if you like it or not. And make sure to comment below. Actually, guys, I switched it around for you. It fit better like that. Flat side towards the back of the truck, and the bow skinnier side outside. And of course I could put the flag as well. You gotta have the flag, so that's the little area that I could put it. Nice track there. Now I could show you the transducer. There you go, right there, huge. So it already comes with transducer there. You could use your own transducer as well on your fish finder. It's huge, so it will fit, they said, and that's a big bonus too if you don't want to use the one that comes with. But that's it. And again, look how slick this is. Look at that. That's how it cuts through the water, and you get 6.2 miles an hour with the assist speed 4. That's the highest speed you're gonna get with the assist and top speed 4. Regular full electric mode, you go 5.5 miles an hour, obviously, because you're not pedaling and assisting at the same time. You're just using the electric power of the propeller. So that's gonna be your top speed with the assist and on level 4. Well, here it is, guys. That's it. I'm gonna get in the truck and catch you guys there with the pros and cons. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here at home. I didn't want to drive and record at the same time. Safety first, always. So I'm back home, brought the kayak home, back of the truck, nice and salty. It didn't get slime though, you know. On my next trip, I'm gonna definitely slime it out. I'm gonna actually fish. This trip was in-depth, on the water review just for the kayak, so I didn't really want to waste time on fishing. I want to try so many things, and I did. And here's the bottom line, guys. You know, let's talk about the pros. Let's talk about the positives on the kayak, and then at the end, I'm gonna tell you guys, would I purchase this and sell my Autopilot right there? As you guys know, I have my Autopilot Old Town, and I have that for 4 years. I got my PDL as well, and I have my hobby kayaks before, so I use a lot of kayaks. I tested the E-PDL, all that stuff, you know. But I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna decide and what I'm gonna do. But let's talk about the positive first. Pros. This kayak itself is top notch. The build quality is really, really good. They spend the money, they spend the time to make it really quality kayak, and they accomplished that. So kudos to them. Everything, even the knobs, the cords, little touches, the covers for the cord to keep it nice and snug, so all weather conditions is protected. The build quality is really good. It's perfect. So they nailed that. You know, A+ for that. Definitely. You'll be very happy. The second positive for me, and this was definitely a game changer. It made a huge difference, that SpotHold. That thing really surprised me. You know, I'm used to my Old Town Autopilot spot lock, and that thing moves around 2 feet, 3 feet sometimes goes berserk, like takes me out of the way, comes right back in fast. I'm like, what is going on? Like out of nowhere, and that does it a lot. And I figured out it's due to GPS signals. The Old Town only locks in 10 to 16 GPS systems and satellites, whatever they get the GPS from, obviously. But this unit, the drive itself in it, whatever the engineering is, it takes 25 to 27. It kind of fluctuates between that, but it never went down from 25. Actually, no, I saw 24. That's huge. That's 10 more GPS lock for the SpotHold, which is unbelievable, and it showed. Like I didn't move nowhere. It was like a foot here, foot there because of the current, the wind coming, all that. You know, that's normal. But it hold my spot every single time, and I use SpotHold so many different places. You know, with wind, with wave, on the channel, right by the beach, and it really, really holds. So I'm super impressed with that. And the second is, what impressed me, really almost shocked me in a way, since I already tested the Old Town E-PDL as well, the unit, the pedal drive, actual drive itself, it is smooth as butter. I never seen anything like that. Like there is no resistance, there is no gear sound, nothing grinding like in Old Town E-PDL. The E-PDL, I'm sorry, they did not engineer that well at all. They kind of rushed it out. And to start with, it was a bad move to put on a big water kayak, so skinny, narrow. That wasn't the right kayak to introduce the E-PDL. Anyways, we're not talking about Old Town, but that was all wrong, you know. And no spot lock, no SpotHold. It just the pedal, which gives you resistance, and you can even really pedal nicely, smoothly on a manual mode. That's ridiculous. And without SpotHold, and now they still sell them for $6,000, guys. There's no way. They messed up on that big time. So they're not gonna sell that kayak. And that's why they tried to come up with the idea, let's use that E-PDL on the other kayaks now with the adapter. It fits every kayak, but they're still charging $3,500, whatever it is. It's ridiculous. You buy a kayak with that price. So yeah, they dropped the ball big time. But this drive with the pedals, it's incredible. Like you never tested a pedal like this, assist, you know, e-bike style, e-pedaling, manual assist mode, and the full electric mode. I guarantee you, if you test this kayak, you have a chance to go somewhere. If you have a dealer that has it, please call them and go ahead and test it. You're gonna be so impressed. I'm telling you, it's almost shocking, you know, like it's like, what the, it's super easy. And my third positive is you're going 6 miles an hour, a little over 6 miles an hour if the conditions are right on the assist mode. With it goes up to 4, the level 4, that's the highest level. So assist mode on a level 4, you're going over 6 miles an hour. That's insane. And you're not spending any effort. You're not making any effort. It's so easy, almost pedals itself. You're just kind of pushing the pedal like that. No pressing or nothing. You're not spending your energy. And that's huge. Like that's crazy because you're not using much of the battery either. I went out in the water at 10:30. I got off at 2:30. Only 1 bar. It went down 1 bar. It has 5 bars. So I didn't even use the battery at all. And I'm all over the place. So that's crazy. But again, you do have a second battery option too, like I showed you guys. That's just one battery there. You could purchase another one. So that's a huge plus for me, the pedal drive. The battery itself, 48 watt, which is excellent. You're never gonna run out of juice. Impossible. So that's really good. Another positive, how wide this unit is. I mean, look at this, 37-inch wide. I felt like so much real estate, forward and sideways too. So either way, you have so much room. And that really makes you feel like you're on a boat almost, not like a skinny kayak. And that's huge for me because it's comfort, right? We're on the water, geez, sometimes 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours, and you want to be comfortable. So I love that deck space, open. And then the next one will be definitely, you have an inside storage unit, 10-gallon, and snug from the get-go. This is a prototype, guys. Let me remind you again, this kayak is prototype, not retail ready. They're gonna make improvements. That's why they cannot say a price. Everybody's asking about what's the price, what's the price. They cannot do it, and they doing it right. By not giving out the price, they know that they're gonna put something out there and people like me are gonna review it And with the feedback they get, they're gonna fix a lot of stuff. And when you fix it, let's say, I'm guessing $1, and then if you give a $1 value and then you have to fix all that stuff, all of a sudden you have to increase the price. Oh, never mind, it's gonna be $3, and everybody's gonna be like, oh, what the hell, what's going on? No, it's too much. It's all mental, right? We get affected by that. So they're doing it right, not announcing the price until it's ready for retail, until they do all these improvements to the kayak, which again, I'm gonna talk now about the cons, and hopefully they will fix some of the issues, and that's gonna increase the price. Of course, those are the things that I'm gonna say, either they do it or not, or some of they do it. It has to be more money, more, cost to it, obviously. So they're gonna reflect that to the consumer, and that's why they don't announce the price until ICAST 2026, which is in July. It's not much, and I think they're gonna have a retail ready right after that. So I can't wait. I really cannot wait. But now let's talk about some of the cons. The first con I noticed, how tipsy it is. My Old Town, definitely more solid on the primary balance. Definitely it's more tippy. You kind of move, as you guys saw in the video, when you turn the knob on the control unit to left and right on a little higher speed, it kind of jerks you left and right, kind of tilts the bow, so you have to be really careful. I think they could fix that with the software update on the unit itself from the actual unit, and that's tweaking it so it doesn't really be so sensitive when you turn left and right. When you turn your direction, they could actually have a little resistance. That way you're not really jerking yourself, or you feel like you're about to come out of the kayak, which you're not, obviously, but it kind of feels like that, especially if you have a kayak that's super stable like I have, the Old Town Autopilot, super solid. Primary stability is incredible, secondary as well. But this one, after that little tilt, you push it down, you saw me standing up, then the secondary stability picks up, and then you stop, obviously. It doesn't roll or anything. It just, the first initial feeling that, oh, tipsy, I need to be careful. That's it. So I don't know how they're gonna fix that, but I think with the software update on the control unit, that could be fixed, and it's easy fixed, because I like the way the whole design is. That's another positive. Like I told you, how skinny, cuts the water. They put the lips out with the handle underneath, so it pushes the water out instead of splashing it here. They did a channel here, so the water comes out of here instead of coming all the way in. You got scupper plugs. You could have them on, off. So they have all these right things going on. But that one first for cons, and the second one, I did not like how. Look at this, how short this is in the back. I don't like that. I put my cooler there, right? And it kind of almost tipping over. Actually, it tipped over once with the flag that I have. With the wind, it pushed the flag and the whole cooler fell off, because there's nothing to hold the cooler. It is super short. This is like 2 inches. This should be 4 inches, like that, a little higher. Definitely, that way you have everything secured, nothing falls off. See, this lip also right there, it's not enough. It needs to be a little higher. There's no reason for this to be like this. It could be a little higher. Maybe they come out with something, I don't know. And the other one is the bungee system. I told you, the one in the middle, it just pops off when you have something higher that you put in, like my cooler. You get to try to secure it, it just comes off from that little lip, right? So they have to have a lip. They need to have something like this that comes out, lip, so you can actually hook it underneath and it won't pop off. I mean, that's easy, right? Very easy solution. And the other one, for me, another bigger issue, you have the power. That's all you have. That's your control from the unit right there and your drive right there. If you lose power, if something happens to these plugs or something, cable, corrosion, you know, you're in salt water. And throughout the times, days, months passes, something might happen. If you lose power, you're screwed. You have no way to steer this kayak. So that's a big con for me. They really need to, first, I think they have to include pedal with it. They have to. They cannot be optional because you have no backup like a rudder system to use your foot rudder pegs and everything to control the kayak. So you have to have a pedal with you. And for safety reasons, they have to include that, I believe. And there's no space for pedal either. Like, where are you gonna put the pedal? I just kind of put it inside because there's a lot of space, as you know, a lot of open space. I kind of stuck it in here, long ways, but they need to have something here so you could loop it, you know, like any other kayak. That way you put your pedal there, and that's your backup plan to pedal. And with the skeg, you put the skeg down, which is again right here, very easy deployment. And that way you could actually steer the kayak somehow, right? And another option, of course, they should have an optional or added, again, price will go up if they do add it, rudder system, rudder kit. Put a little rudder back there. You have the spaces. You have your 4-bolt pattern there for your NK300, Newport, Torpedo, your shallow anchoring, whatever, you know. But also there's a space all open there in the back. They have a space for the rudder. They should put a rudder, and you know, it's just so easy. Put a hole, just like Bonafide did it, and come out of here, see this right here, you could come out this area right there, go through, put your foot pegs there, foot controls, one here on the wall, one here on this wall. That way you could actually steer it, and you have your rudder control left and right if you lose power. So that's another, I mean, it's not a con, but it's a safety issue for me. So either or, pedal, include the pedal, or offer a rudder kit, or include the rudder with the little bit extra amount of the whatever they cost, you know. That's why they're not telling the price again. See, you gotta add these things, it adds up. The other thing, the seat, it's okay, right? It's okay, but it's not really super comfortable. It was kind of poking me a little bit. I always have my cushion for any kayak. I use it on my Old Town. I use it on my PDL. I took that one actually out of the PDL. See, I have my cushion on the Old Town. Doesn't matter how comfortable the kayak is, you need that cushion. You gotta have that. So you need that. It just, after a while, you're on the water long time, definitely needs a cushion. And maybe I'm asking for too much, but I want to see, you know, swivel 360 seat. Why not? Everybody's doing that right now. Millennium seat, 360. That's the best seat, most comfortable seat. Put it on there. Why not? Do it. But it's just my wish. You know, it's okay. The seat is fine. You have 2 adjustment locations, like I said. It's already molded, lower and higher. And higher position to me felt like still kind of, I was like tip low. I mean, you could have adjustments, you could have, you know, whatever you need to have. Like, look, I have it on my Old Town risers. I ordered these from Nick. I put that on the seat, just like that, 2 inches. So, you know, every kayak has its own thing. So you could just add that and you'll be higher if you want. Those are easy fixes. Another con, I can't really think of another con, guys. That's it. So that is it. I mean, I love it. It's really cool. But now that comes to the conclusion, would I buy this kayak? Hell yeah. Yes. No doubt in my mind. I fell in love with this kayak as soon as I got on the water. While when I saw it, it was super slick. I loved it. First impression, I was like, oh, wow, look at this kayak, right? 6 miles an hour, got the E-PDL drive. assist, manual, full electric. I'm like, I gotta test this thing. So I feel super lucky that company choose me to test this. They let me keep the kayak actually, whatever, how long I want. I'm just gonna test it more and more. So I feel super lucky to do this. And yes, I will 100% buy this kayak. If these little improvements made, even without it, because like I said, my balance is perfect. I could sit a little lower too on the lower section and I won't feel tipsy. And they could fix that, you know, really adjustment on the lever for the control unit to not to really jerk it so fast, you know, sudden. Those are easy fixes. So the way it is, I will definitely purchase the kayak for me. I will sell my Old Town, because Old Town, I had to buy the NK300 in order to go 6 miles an hour. I had to spend more money to go faster when I already have a kayak that goes already 6 miles an hour without buying any NK300 or whatnot. And I could still add it if I want it. I already bought it, so I might as well just put it in there if I'm gonna get this. So I'm definitely gonna buy this or get it, you know, when it becomes available for retail. 100% guarantee. And I told you guys, I've been on so many kayaks. So, and I'm not just saying this is my honest opinion. Company didn't tell me to do review. Company didn't tell me to say this, say that. Never ever. Why I've been in conversation with them is I asked them questions that my you know, subscribers asking me, you guys asking me on the forums, Facebook forums, my page, my YouTube page. And those questions, if I don't know the answer, I ask them and they answer me as much as they can. And that's the only communication I have. They don't tell me to say anything. They didn't give me anything. They're not paying me anything. So this is just my honest opinion, and I'm giving it to you straight. I love this kayak. Yes, I will buy it in a heartbeat. If it's available today retail, I'll buy it. And I have a feeling it's gonna be a great price too. So let's see how it goes. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching it. I hope this helps to make your decision if you're buying a new kayak or maybe thinking about replacing like I am. You know, I have my Old Town 4 years, so I'm 100% gonna replace it, 100%. I already made my decision, so. And that's just one trip that I did, you know? And I took it to Port Canaveral, that's perfect. Waves, boats, wakes, traffic, it was nice. So it's not just at a lake for 10 minutes I tested it. No, I tested for 5 hours. Did everything that I need to do. So I know, I'm 100% sure, but I hope you guys gonna make the decision too. This video help you out. If it did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. But please make a comment. Comment below, let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, I will definitely try to answer the best way I can. I will talk to the company again, get their answer and relay it to you, back to you guys. So definitely comment below and let me know, would you buy this kayak right now? Yes or no, comment below. See you guys on the next one. Tight life. Guys, one quick update. I just washed the entire kayak. I always do. Clean my kayaks, perfect. Fresh water after salt water fishing. I hosed it down like really hard too. Pressure, with a good pressure, not just a mist. Nothing inside, no water at all. Like not even a drop, perfect. Not even a drop, perfect. And not even a drop on the actual dry with the dry storage that you have. Nothing. Perfect, snug, seal. Awesome, that's a huge dry space, dry storage right there on the drive for you guys. Phones, whatever, keys. So I just want to update you that everything is dry with the pressure wash. We're good to go. Thumbs up. See you guys on the next adventure. Tight life.